Hi, this is Father Byron, and this is Homilies for Busy People. Now, I know we are in the middle of summer, but I still remember the first snow blizzard that I experienced in Chicago. The year was 2009, and there was over a foot and a half of snow. So when we opened my parents' door, to go outside, there was nothing but snow. We weren't prepared, so we had a small shovel that we used for gardening, and then I figured, well, something needs to be done. And as I was holding that small shovel in my hand, in front of the mountains of snow, I was wondering, what good can this small shovel do against something that seems to be impossible? And it was cold, and I was feared, and I was so ready to give up. In the gospel today, we hear Andrew when seeing all these people who are hungry, and he finding a boy who has 5 pieces of bread and 2 fish. And he says to Jesus, this is all we have, but what good is this to feed so many? And what does Jesus do? He just ignores Andrew and feeds the people. If God can feed thousands of people out of 5 pieces of bread and 2 fish, imagine what God can do to you and for you if you give Him what you have. Sometimes, we might feel discouraged about, the things that look heavy and cold and powerful and overwhelming in front of us. Sometimes we might think that just making the sign of the cross in the beginning of the day might not be good enough. Sometimes we might think that we are not good enough, but not to Jesus. But not to Jesus. And that's the beautiful message that we hear in the gospel this weekend. That God, and if God could feed thousands of people out of 5 pieces of bread and 2 loaves, God can do even greater things with whatever you give Him.